Theo and the Armor of Quiet Courage. Long ago, in a valley surrounded by mist-covered hills, there lived a young boy named Theo. Theo was small for his age, smaller than the other boys who ran through the village fields, smaller than the shields that hung in the training hall, smaller than the expectations people carried in their voices when they spoke of heroes. Yet Theo did not notice his size the way others did. He noticed the way the wind bent the tall grass, the way the mountains glowed softly at dusk, the way stories lingered in the air long after the teller had gone quiet. And there was one story everyone knew. High above the valley, beyond the blackened cliffs, lived a tyrant dragon, vast and ancient, with scales like burned iron and eyes like embers that never cooled. The dragon came when it wished. It scorched fields, it shattered stone. It left fear in its wake and silence behind it. Many had tried to face it. None had returned. So the people endured. They rebuilt. They whispered their hopes only in the dark. Theo listened, and while others felt fear settle in their bones, Theo felt something else, a steady knowing, quiet and unmoving. One evening, as the sky dimmed to indigo, Theo stood at the edge of the village and looked toward the mountains. "I will stop it," he said softly. The words were not loud. They did not echo, but they were certain. When he told the others, they tried to be kind. "You are too young," some said gently. "You are too small," others added. "A dragon cannot be beaten by belief alone." Theo listened, then nodded politely. That night, he packed a small satchel, bread, water, a smooth stone from the river, and slipped away before dawn. The path beyond the valley was old and winding. It passed through forests where the trees leaned close, through ruins softened by moss and time, through places where stories felt very near. Theo walked steadily. He did not rush, he did not doubt. By midday, he reached a clearing where stone pillars rose from the earth like broken teeth. At their center stood a figure cloaked in gray. "You seek the dragon," the figure said. Theo nodded. "You seek the armor of quiet courage and the sword of true resolve," the figure continued. "Many have searched, none have found them." Theo met the figure's gaze. Then they were not meant for those who searched in fear. The figure studied him for a long moment, then stepped aside, revealing a narrow path descending into the earth. The first trial awaited below. Theo entered a cavern where whispers filled the air, voices of doubt, regret, and fear. "You are too small. You will fail. Turn back." Theo felt them brush against him like cold wind. He sat down, closed his eyes, and listened. Then he spoke, quietly, kindly. "I hear you," he said, "but I am still going." The whispers faded. At the cavern's heart stood a suit of armor, simple, unadorned, warm to the touch. It fit Theo perfectly, not heavy, not grand, but strong, the armor of quiet courage. When Theo emerged, the cloaked figure bowed. "You have passed the first trial," they said. "The sword awaits where resolve is tested." The journey grew steeper. Theo crossed a bridge suspended over mist, each step requiring trust rather than strength. At the far side stood a stone embedded in the earth. Within it rested a sword. Theo grasped the hilt. It did not move. He did not pull harder. Instead, he spoke. "I do not seek power," he said. "I seek to protect." The stone cracked softly. The sword slid free. Light shimmered along its blade, not bright but true, the sword of true resolve. Theo thanked the land, shouldered his pack, and turned toward the mountain. The dragon's lair lay at its peak. Smoke curled from the sky as Theo climbed. Ash dusted the ground. The air grew heavy. When the dragon appeared, the earth trembled. "You are nothing," the dragon rumbled. "A child wrapped in hope." Theo stood firm. "I am enough," he replied. The dragon lunged. Theo did not strike wildly. He moved with intention, guided by courage, anchored by resolve. The armor shielded him from flame. The sword cut through fear as much as scale. At last the dragon faltered, not slain, but subdued. Theo raised his sword. "Leave this land," he said calmly, "and do not return." The dragon studied him, then bowed its massive head and flew away. Silence followed, then birdsong. Theo returned home at dawn. The valley bloomed again. Fields healed, fear lifted. The people gathered, astonished. "You were never too small," someone whispered. Theo smiled. "I was just the right size." That night, the valley slept peacefully, and so did Theo. Good night.